Eugenie was seen in the passenger seat as her husband Jack Brooksbank drove out of the grounds of Windsor. The 31-year-old was looking down as the couple passed photographers and was wearing dark round sunglasses and a red check shirt. The granddaughter of the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh was among 30 guests to attend the funeral service at e.m.erges Chapel yesterday. Eugenie recently gave birth to a son whom she named August Philip in a touching nod to the Queen's husband and longest-serving consort to a monarch in British history. As Philip's coffin entered into e.m.erges Chapel, Eugenie was pictured standing next to her husband, Jack Brooksbank. The couple stood at the Galilee porch and bowed their heads as the coffin passed them. The casket was draped with his personal standard, featured his Admiral of the Fleet naval cap and sword next to a wreath of white flowers chosen by the Queen, along with a handwritten card. There was a number of other fitting reflections of the Duke. His carriage, used for racing around courses, was parked so it was passed by the funeral procession. On the seat were the Duke's cap, whip and brown gloves, and nearby a red pot containing sugar lumps the Duke would give to his ponies. Eugenie and Jack both wore all black and face coverings like the rest of the 30 mourners inside the chapel. During the service, the couple sat together and were positioned to the right of her sister Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi. In a symbolic moment, the Queen was seen alone in the chapel and space was left where her late husband of 73 years would have been. Eugenie is yet to speak publicly about the loss of her grandfather but did write a touching letter about the Duke on her Instagram page. In the heartfelt note released earlier this week, Eugenie shared some of the life skills she acquired from the Duke, including how to cook, paint and read books. She also reflected on his famous sense of humor and the wonderful stories he had to share. The emotive tribute was also accompanied by 2 family photos, including one of Eugenie, her sister Beatrice and Prince Philip at the races. A second adorable image from the archives shows a young Eugenie standing outside beside the Duke. She is wearing a coat, hat and gloves with the palm of her hands against her cheeks as Prince Philip pats his left hand on top of her head. She wrote, "Dearest Grandpa, we all miss you. You would be so touched by all the tributes that have been shared with me the past few days. People remember sitting next to you at a dinner, or shaking your hand once, who remember you saying hello in passing, or remember how much their DV award meant to them. I remember learning how to cook, how to paint, what to read. I remember laughing at your jokes and asking about your spectacular life and service in the Navy. I remember incinerating the sausages and you swooping in to save the day. I remember your hands and your laugh and your favorite beer. I will remember you in your children, your grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Thank you for your dedication and love for us all and especially Granny, who we will look after for you.